Peter Obi is a Nollywood actor, and that's all he will be.
So this obedience or disobedience, time will tell.
Politics in this country depends on the structures you have at these various levels, at the local government level, at the state level, and at the national level. Through the social media, they had more than 1 million votes. And then again, mark you, you are talking about social media. In the North, 90% of our people are not trained to social media.
Peter Obi is polling 1% in Sokoto, 2% in Katsina, 5% in Kano. That's why the votes are. All states are not equal. The fact that you're doing 70% in Anambra State does not mean somebody doing 10% in Kano is not better than you. Kano is 4 million votes that actually happen. Anambra is what? The number of votes in Anambra is the size of one local government in Kaduna State. So other than a drop in the ocean in Lagos, he's polling in the Christian enclaves in the north. He's polling well, but how many are they? How many? Peter Obi cannot win the election. He doesn't have the number of states. He doesn't have 25% in more than, the last time we checked, in more than 16 states. He can't go anywhere.
People who say they are obedient, of course, let them be, but they will run out of steam. We know how to manage elections.
Where is the structure?
Structures, liberal structures.
Hi.
No state assembly, no House of Representatives, no Senate, no governor, no local government chairman, no nothing. But you cannot start and at the same time be at the top. Okay, let's use vote for them.
Labour Party came all out from the blues. In less than 2-3 months, it generated the same votes that PDP generated that has lasted for 25 years.
There was this wave, of obedience of young people that we all took for granted. And we were thinking that Peter Obi was a joke. Where will he go? We were thinking, no, this man, he doesn't have structures. He will not be able to do much and so on. But the people somehow, young people, seized the initiative from all the politicians. And for the first time, what we saw in Nasarawa, in several other places, in Edo, in Delta, where the vice president comes from, we saw that the young people were serious about what they were doing and they took advantage of the social media.
For a long time, many of us, including the political elite, treated the obedience movement as a joke. They laughed, they dismissed it, they asked, where will it go? Both PDP and APC said the same thing in the last election. No structure, no godfather, no chance. But something happened that they never saw coming. Young people took their initiative, not politicians. For the first time, Nigerian youth seized the political conversation from the establishment. What we saw in Nasarawa, in Edo, and Delta, even in states they consider politically untouchable, was not noise. It was organization, it was seriousness, it was intent. Young Nigerians use social media not just to talk, but to mobilize, educate, and project a clear vision. And that vision shook the nation. There is a saying, doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result is insanity. You would think that those who wrote Peter Obi off in 2023 will have learned something. You would expect them to adjust their thinking ahead of 2027. But shockingly, they have done the exact opposite. They are doubling down on the same tide, empty rhetoric that failed them before. The same political calculation, the same outdated permutations, including the mythical KKK states, that is in the northern part of Nigeria, that they use as permutation that Peter Obi completely dismantled in 2023. Let it be clear, Peter Obi didn't win by their map, but he didn't play by their rules. He created an entirely new electoral reality, one that defied their assumptions, their theories, and their so-called political wisdom, political strategy. Nigerian politics changed in 2023. That is a fact, either you like it or not. Yet today, some people are still clinging to a narrative that reality has already exposed as false. Even after their formulas failed, they refuse to think. Instead, they manufacture excuses. Every day, a new theory. Every day, a new explanation why Obi cannot win. All of it serves one purpose, to dismiss Peter Obi and to downplay the movement behind him. Now, they say 2027 is not 2023. The demography has changed. Changed how? Please, let me ask them. Changed how? That argument isn't just weak. It is ridiculous. Young people didn't disappear after 2023 now. Have they disappeared? Has social media disappeared? No. It's still there, and they are still using the same social media to galvanize their strength, their support for this same man called Peter Obi. First-time voters didn't vanish. Now, yes, even we now have more Nigerians, more young Nigerians that have registered and are ready to cast their vote for this same man. Urban voters didn't go anywhere. Disillusioned Nigerians didn't suddenly become satisfied. If anything, the conditions that gave to the Obidient movement are even stronger today. It is both ironic and unbelievable that they continue to underrate a man who, against all odds, won in 2023. Without the struggles they worship, without state resources, and without godfathers, Peter Obi changed the political conversation in Nigeria. That makes some people uncomfortable, but discomfort doesn't erase facts. So this message is for the Obedience. Do not be discouraged. We heard words in 2023. We were mocked, insulted, and told repeatedly that it was impossible, yet we all saw what happened. So keep your heads up, stay focused, stay organized. Once Peter Obi secures the ticket, we will go to work with him just like before. And this time, we will work even harder because history has already shown us something powerful. When Nigerians decide, no amount of political calculation can recycle rhetoric, and no manufactured narrative can stop them. Thank you for watching.